Hello everybody. Today's Gotta Go Fast review is going to be 1111 Memories Retold. If you are new here, I'll quickly explain the rating system and I'll also put it up on the screen for you. Hello, decided to move this to the end of the video so we could get right to the review. If you want to go check that out, that's at the 8-minute and 25-minute mark. Thank you. Overall general enjoyment of 1111 Memories Retold. This was a surprise for me, in a very good way. I really enjoyed this game. It did not feel like a walking simulator, the collectibles were not unfairly placed, and the story was oddly riveting. If you like history at all, you will love this game. Even if you don't like history, the story was very, very enticing. Super heartwarming but also heartbreaking. The emotions were oddly high playing this, especially if you catch all the details. You could tell the research was done to make this World War II setting realistic for the player. The only thing about this game is the graphics. Well, they're basically watercolors. Every scene and shot is in watercolor, and it's like playing a game inside a painting. I'll admit the beginning of the game was a bit of a getting used to period, but once you get used to it, you'll have a blast in the past. Overall, I give this a 9 out of 10 for overall enjoyment. Technical enjoyment, as mentioned before, the graphics take some getting used to. However, that was pretty much the only issue that I had with this game, besides a little bit of a trophy bug a little later that I'll explain. The length was just right. Perhaps too long for some people, but not for my playthrough. Very nicely done by Aardman Digital and Digex Art. I give this game a 9 out of 10 for technical enjoyment. Trophy enjoyment. For the most part, the trophies were well balanced. There wasn't anything really that hard, but that kind of also means there's no real feel of achievement. If you are following a guide, which I honestly do not recommend for your first playthrough, it's really easy. About 30% have the platinum, and only one trophy really was a pain. This is because there's sort of a buggy collectible in the barn a bit later in the game, but other than that, it was rather straightforward. There were some fun ones that made you really think, raising the score of this a couple points. However, the biggest gripe is the classic experience all endings type of trophy. For some, this might not bother you. In my experience, those kind of trophies start changing your mindset from, oh, I love playing this game, to I can't wait to get rid of this game. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but you start playing the same thing over and over again, getting all the different trophies and the endings, and it drives you a little bit crazy. The game I like to point to as an example is Beyond Two Souls, which I felt was a bit overkill on that one. I understand that also lowers the amount of people that have the trophy, but still, it's, time is worth something. But lastly, so if I didn't mention it, I am giving this a 7 out of 10 for trophy enjoyment. But lastly, the bonus points. This game is truly a work of art that you play. I highly encourage it. If you are into history at all, this game is a no-brainer. This is a perfect game to play in between some harder games. Between the watercolor, the emotions in the story, and the interesting mechanics, I will gladly give 8 points bonus to this game's score. Overall, this gives 1111 Memories Retold a score of 83. This is one of the highest so far, and I'll also put up some of the other scores just to give you a bit of an example here. With that, I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate you watching this to the end. If you have, please like and subscribe. Apologies on not uploading as much this week, as I had actually a death in the family, and that took a little bit over priority over YouTube. So thank you for understanding. I hope you've had a great one. And while this keeps playing in the background, I'm going to put some more screenshots and clips from the game, just to give you maybe a little bit more of a more gameplay and details for if you're on the edge of whether or not you want to buy this game or not. So with that, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.
You hear what Bulletproof Barrett survived a lot.
Die Arbeit hier so zwischen den Toten ist ganz schön hart. Danke für deine Hilfe.
Eine Katze. Hier.
Wie kann der so schnell sein? Na toll, ihr habt gewonnen. Reingefallen, Wanze! Wir haben gar kein Essen.
Oh, I see you.
I don't want to die here!
As my friend. One lucky kick was all I needed, and I got it. That ball was my way in.
Right through this collectible bit. Now you can just easily run into 20 ghosts, get the achievement, and then quit out and continue.
Ihr habt gewonnen. Reingefallen, Wanze! Wir haben gar kein Essen.
So there you go then, bam, that should...
I couldn't believe my eyes. There must have been enough food and water to survive for months.
Surge of serotonin. It's pop.
Schokolade, Schokolade. Bitte. Was für ein Luxus. Danke. Vielen Dank.
I am. Toronto, Canada. Ah, Julia. He was my friend.
Danke, Harry.
First, we make a score for general enjoyment of the game, whether or not the vibe of the game really fits, the feeling it gave me, and how fun the gameplay was. We then take that score out of 10 and multiply it by 3, so a max score for overall enjoyment is 30 out of 30 points. Next, we have technical enjoyment, which is more specific gameplay, and the technicals in the game, what kind of balance of the game did the technicals feel? Any bugs or glitches? Did the length of the game feel right? Again, we multiply all that by 3, and you can get a max score of 30. Lastly, we have trophy enjoyment, which is what probably some of you are specifically here for. And this answers, was it fun to trophy hunt for the game? We go through the bugs trophies, the length it takes, general difficulty, and again, the same process of multiplying a score out of 10 by 3 to get a max of 30. And lastly, there's 10 bonus points that are given for any miscellaneous bright spots from the game, and this can range from the studio's talent to Easter eggs. An example I like to use is Horizon Zero Dawn. Although I haven't done a review for it, I can tell you right now that studio went from making first-person dark and gloomy shooters to a bright and vibrant third-person over-the-shoulder game, and that was very impressive.